in the game.
Goran Dragic, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rozier with it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Waiters to Butler. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
James Johnson trying to cash in on the 3. Point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Whoops, that won't go. Hornets at the controls of this one. Knocked loose. Dragic with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Butler to Dragic. Now Bridges up to block the shot.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And counted at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. Jimmy Butler, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Heat entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Charlotte Hornets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets,
Game track. Steals.
here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Goran Dragic was like a magician on the hardwood, consistently fooling the ball handler and creating a ton of extra possessions for his team.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's the Heat with the possession.
I got ball.
Dragic to Butler. Probing the defense. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocked loose. He'd come up with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Waiters. And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Terry Rozier at the line. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. He'd have the basketball. Butler to Waiters. He gets it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2 to Dragic. Jimmy Butler, he's now 5 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat, so the possession stays with the Hornets. The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Miami's got it.
I got ball. That's me.
To Waiters. Butler. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Terry Rozier at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. It's the Heat with the possession to Waiters. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. All by himself, creates his own shot there.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
A drive, but he can't get it to go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now the Hornets take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.